So, yeah, let me talk about this. Move my chair forward a little more. Couple things, and I'm gonna hit the big one first. Well, not the big one, the medium one. If you've watched me live stream in the past, or some of my other vlogs like this, I keep looking in the wrong spot. I want to be able to look right at the camera. I keep looking over there because that's where like my recording software's at, and then my camera's there. I'm gonna move the recording software there so I can look right at the camera. Anywho. If you've watched any of my past live streams or whatever, you know I've had a green screen, but it's always been kind of hit or miss or iffy. And part of that was it wasn't a proper green screen. And you can use just any generic green fabric. The problem is the green fabric I was using didn't have the same reflective properties and all that stuff that a green screen has to properly be chroma keyed out. So I always had weird artifacting, and I'm still getting it now, but I'm going to blame that on the camera. But, that's what I should do. I used to have software where I could run my DLSR as a webcam. I should see if I still have that software. Anyways, I now actually have a proper green screen. In fact, let's go to filters. Let me just turn it off real quick. In fact, it just arrived like 5 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago. See, proper green screen. I still have to iron it, but I don't have an iron. And I don't have no intentions of buying one, so I'll probably have to borrow one. Anywho, I've got a proper green screen now. So I'm still getting it dialed in. Like I can see there's like some weird artifacting around the microphone stand and my hair. I'll get those dialed in, but I now have a proper green screen, so that'll help with streaming and recording videos like that. The other thing is, and this was a dumb joke that I made on a Discord, specifically the NHRL Discord. Like, I should start a podcast. And while I was recording the video, the vlog I did the other day about Rooster Teeth shutting down, it dawned on me, I could just do like a little I could go back to making like once a week 15, 20-minute long videos just talking about whatever. And I think I might start doing that, and it'll be like so let me talk about, or hey, so can I talk about this? That's kind of going to be the video series. And it's literally just going to be that. It's just going to be me starting it with, so can I talk about this? And then just picking a topic and talking for about 10, 15 minutes about it. Basically a dumber vlog, a vlog. Basically, it's going to be my own version of vlog. Man, my beard looks weird. So yeah, going back to the big thing, and this was something I wanted to talk about for a couple days now. I talked about this. I kind of briefly hinted at it in the Rooster Teeth video. But I have my own apartment now, and it's been a transition period. It's been an interesting transition period. Long story short, yeah, I was living with my partner. My partner and I are still together. I was living with my partner, and it was 4 of us in a 3-bedroom house. And that house was a 3-bedroom, but it really wasn't meant for 3 people. Because it was cramped. And I didn't realize how cramped it was until I got here and I started spreading all of my stuff out. And realized just how much stuff I have and how much stuff I had like stacked in the garage, the closet, and a storage unit. Even though I only took up like one tiny portion of the storage unit. It was like a general household storage unit. But we decided it would be better for me to move out, just that way I have my own space and I can not be on top of everyone. The way it was set up was weird. The master bedroom, we had one person. She had her computer and her bed in there, and that was basically her space. She'd come home from work, she would disappear up there, and we'd probably see her 2 or 3 times throughout the day when she would come down to like get dinner, get some thing to drink, whatever, and then she'd disappear back up there, and that was fine. That's how she liked living, because she was like me. She'd come home, sit down on her computer, play video games all day, or she does like art, graphic design, like different graphic art, Blender, video game development, that kind of stuff. Just pro and little hobby stuff. And then we had another person who had their own room, same setup, bed, computer, but they worked from home. So that was also their office. And the room was kind of small. It's like, he literally would just be sitting in his chair. It's like, I'm going to take a nap, and just fall out of the chair, and now he's in his bed. And then my partner and I, we had both of our beds. I just hit the microphone. Both of our beds in one room. And you're probably thinking, well, if you're together, why not share a bed? Well, the reason we didn't share a bed is because both of us have weird sleeping habits. I go to bed fairly early, about 9, 10 o'clock about 10, 11 o'clock most nights. And then I wake up early. Well, my partner goes to bed late, like 2:30, and then wakes up at around 11 most days, except for when they have to go to work. And I'm one of those people, I cocoon. You know, I get in bed, I lay kind of at a diagonal because I'm tall. I'm taller than my bed is long, and I don't like my feet hanging off the bed, so I have to lay at a slight angle so my feet don't hang off the end of the bed. But then I grab all my blankets, and I cocoon like this, and I just become a little tube, a little cozy tube, a little... Partner sleeps opposite. We'll lay in the middle of the bed and just arms and legs out like that. And when we tried sleeping in the same bed together, it was just, I would end up going diagonal and kicking them. They would spread out, slap me in the face. It was unpleasant for everybody. So, like, we'll periodically do it. Like, well, we haven't had to do it in a while because we've lived together. But before, before we lived together, we'd spend the night at each other's place. We'd make it work. It was fine. It's fine to sleep like that, like in the same bed one or two nights a week. But, like, for 3-4 years? For 4 years? Yeah, not going to happen. So my computer was down in the living room, as well as my partner's computer was down in the living room. And it wasn't a divided living room. My computer was in the far corner of the room. From my far corner, I could see the opposite corner of the house, the downstairs, where the kitchen was. And so people would come downstairs and be making dinner, and then be making a bunch of noise, and people having conversations and stuff. And I'm just trying to play my games, and like, it made it very difficult to live stream because I don't want to be streaming and then pick up the conversations that are happening in the living room. I wouldn't want to, it was difficult to like watch YouTube because it's like I'm watching a video and then someone's making dinner. So I didn't want to be super loud all the time. So that's why my live streaming really became limited to Friday nights and Monday afternoons. And even then it was very limited because like if people were home and then my job changed, maybe I was working late Friday night and I wouldn't want to stream when I come home Friday night. So that made it difficult. Getting my own place, since I actually, out of everyone, I think I make the most money now out of everyone in that house. So, got my own place. Luckily, it's really, really close to where I used to live. Like, if I tried hard enough, I could probably still connect to the Wi-Fi. I'd say it's too far for that, but, we could get walkie-talkies. We're close enough, we could have walkie-talkies. Which made moving really, really easy, because all I had to do is I would go over to the house, load up all my stuff in my car, do the 3-minute drive over here, unload everything out of the car, take it, just unload it, walk it from the car, from the garage, because I have an attached garage. I have an apartment with an attached garage. I can walk straight out into my garage from my apartment, which is awesome. But I would take the stuff from the garage, throw it in the spare bedroom, go back and do that. And I ended up getting all of my, I ended up getting about 90% of my stuff moved in like 1.5 days. I pretty much did everything Sunday, and then Monday I had like some final things I had to go and get over. And I still have a couple things over there. Like I realized I have a shot glass collection. The shot glass collection is still over there. I have some tools that I left in the garage. I have some furniture thing in the backyard. Oh, I still have I still have all the wood for my big tent in the backyard too. I have some stuff in the backyard, but it's like, it's all stuff that they don't care because it's like, hey, you can come get it whenever you want. But yeah, I have my own place. I've been working on kind of getting it set up. I would show it off. It's not ready to be shown off. I'm 90% ready to actually have like friends over for a game night. The only thing I'm missing now is a couch and some chairs. I have a really cool table, which I think is going to be great for some of my like arts and craft, like if I'm doing cosplay work or working on robot live stream, because it's on wheels. It's a tall table. It's actually from Home Depot. It's a workbench, but it's like really decorative, like industrial looking, and I'm like, that just like fits the vibe that I want my apartment to have. So I have that, and I can roll it around. And right now I put it up against the wall. And if I want to, so I can sit there, because really it's just me. I can go over there and I can sit down and have dinner right there. And then if I want to have company over, it's tall enough that I can just roll it over top of my coffee table, and then I can put chairs around it, and I can have a couple people sit at my little table. It's long, but narrow. So I don't know how well it would work for like, oh, let's have Thanksgiving at my place, and then it's like there's not enough room. Which is I'll probably never have like a holiday here. I'll do it other places, but I'll probably do like a once a month or once a week like game night with some of my friends and have them come over. I don't know yet. Still got to figure that out. And I still need to get a couch too. I have a space for it. I have a space cleared out for it or ready for it, but like I don't have it yet. Because though I have my own space now, I'm going to be doing more. I'm going to start getting back into video content creation. I'm not going to be doing big, complicated video edits. I hate video editing. I hate video editing with a passion that burns with the intensity of 1,000 pairs of suns orgasming at once. But I'll probably start doing more vlogs like this. Like I was saying earlier, I might start doing like a video podcast thing where it's just going to be, as titled, Can I Talk About This? I mean, this is technically episode 1, I guess. But also I'm going to get back into live streaming, which is difficult because I don't have a fixed work schedule. I know that I'm going to work Tuesday through Saturday. Those are the days I know I work. The problem is I don't know what time I'm going to go into work every day of the week. Like this week, today I went in at 8. Because I work at a live show. If we don't have a show, I go in at 8 a.m. I'm actually scheduled to go in at 9, but if I go in at 8, take an hour lunch, I get to leave by 5 instead of 6. Woohoo. But like tomorrow, we have a 6:30 show, so I'm going to go in at 11. In fact, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we have 6:30 shows. So I'll be going in to work at 11 p.m. And I won't be getting home until 8 p.m. And I don't know if I'm going to want to start streaming at 8:30, 9 o'clock. Because I actually will get off work at 8, and it takes about a half hour to get home. Unfortunately, this week, I do have to work Sunday. So Saturday and Sunday are both 2:30 shows. Saturday is the one day I block off to not do anything else because that's date night with my partner. So Sunday, I might stream Sunday after work. And then I might stream Monday. Like Mondays, I'm going to try and do like a big afternoon stream. Like start at 1 o'clock and go until the Sin Shop goes live at 7. So like a 6-hour stream. I tried a bit yesterday. And I was just not having any luck with my lighting and with my VR. I think the only game that I can actually reliably stream in VR is Elite Dangerous. So, and I think I need a better GPU and probably a better CPU to get that really working the way I want it to. But I'm definitely going to try and stream more often. I'm just looking at the work schedule, and it's like this week we have shows like, how am I going to stream? It's like, I want to stream more, but how if I'm working super late or working till like 8 o'clock? I guess I could start a stream at 9 o'clock and go until midnight. We'll see. Side note. I have not had a vanilla Coke in a very long time, and it's like, vanilla Coke is weird. I'm going on a tangent. That's just how this works. Vanilla Coke is weird. When it first came out, I fell in love with it. It was great. That was like the only thing I drank. And then I heard that they were going to do away with it, so I bought I just went to the store and I would just buy every box I could buy. I mean, I filled it like a truck bed of just vanilla Coke, and I'm just like, oh, vanilla Coke. And I have to edit the cropping of my camera. I had to crop it because my arms keep going off, but I had to crop it because green screen positioning is not the best. This is all getting dialed in still. Anywho, back to my story. They went away, and then it comes every couple of years. It comes back, and every couple of years when it comes back, part of it is my taste buds change. Every couple of years, your taste buds change. That's just how it works. How your body works, and your taste and preferences change. But I think they changed the formula because every time it comes back, it tastes differently. Like there was a while where it didn't taste like vanilla; it tasted like banana. But now it's like, oh, this is the vanilla Coke that I remember. Oh. But yeah, back to moving to my place. Originally, when I was looking to get a place, I was looking to get just a 1-bedroom, and this apartment complex had a couple, and I was like, it's really close, it's simple to move in, and partner can come over whenever. Like, they came over last Saturday, and my apartment still has like that fresh paint smell, and it was giving them a headache, so they're like, well, I'm going to go home, and it wasn't like a hour drive back to their place. It was literally like, they got up, we got up, I said goodbye, they got in their car, I got in the shower, because I need to take a shower before going to bed. By the time I was done I wasn't even done in the shower. I turned the hot water on, and it takes a minute or two for the hot water to heat up. They text me home. I'm like, you just walked out the door. I went to the bathroom and turned the hot water in the shower, and you're already home. I've measured it. It's 2/10 of a mile from my house to my old place, or from my apartment to my old place. So it's cool. It's cool. Other things that are kind of, okay, back to the apartment. So I originally was looking at a 1-bedroom, and then I was talking to my mom and everything. We're like, well, if we get the 2-bedroom with the attached garage, it's only like $200 more in rent, $300 more in rent, and she'll help cover some of the utilities and stuff. In exchange, that when she comes and visits, she doesn't have to get a hotel now or Airbnb. She can just take the spare bedroom. And then my plan too is I have a ton of friends who don't live in Vegas who periodically come to visit Vegas, specifically robot builder friends. And I would potentially be like, all right, well, you guys are coming to Vegas for one of our events. You can come crash at my place for, a weekend. It'll save you $300 in hotel fees or whatever. And since I'm probably going to go to that event anyways. But, I also now have room to put my model train layout back up. I don't know if I'm actually going to work on that, though. A big part of it is I've moved on from that hobby. I don't know if I want to go back into it. And it's also not a cheap hobby. And robots aren't cheap. And airplanes aren't cheap. And I've gotten back into flying RC airplanes. So what do? Do I keep building robots and keep flying airplanes and try and fit in building a model railroad? This apartment's already stretching my budget very, very thin. So there's got to be some cuts somewhere. And I probably won't be buying a bunch of new planes. Robot building, maybe I'd more just go to events as event organizer kind of stuff. I have plans to go to an event in May, but I'm trying to look at the calendar, but I don't have a robot ready for it, and I don't know if I'm going to have a robot ready for it. And I've already talked to the people who are running it, and they're like, yeah, if you just want to come up and be a referee and run the box, that's actually really good. We really appreciated when you did that one time. And I actually really like doing that. I like just being there and being like, red driver ready, blue driver ready, in 3, 2, 1, fight. I love doing that. That's so much fun. That's not the voice I actually use when I do that. I didn't want to actually yell because, again, I'm in an apartment. I don't want to yell in an apartment. These walls are thick enough that I don't think the people on the other side of the wall hear me, even though just behind the camera is the wall to my neighbors. I should have put my computer somewhere else. This is actually the best spot to put it, I think. Just because right here it's central enough that if I want to play like VR chat or any kind of standing VR game, I can still be plugged into my computer and just move the green screen, and I'm got plenty of room there. But it's just out of the way enough that I don't have to move anything if I have company over. It's kind of tucked into one corner. This is actually supposed to be where the dining room table is because the kitchen is right there, which is also kind of nice because then I can be sitting here and be like, hey guys, I'm making dinner. I'll be back in a second, and I'll just walk over there. Like I can see my fridge from here. So, yeah. I'm going to keep this one short. We're already at 20 minutes, which is normally about how long I run these things. Check the link in the description. I'll probably start streaming more often again. I don't know what I'll be streaming. It'll be a variety of games, mostly simulators, because that's what I like playing. So expecting to be playing some Flight Sim, not in VR. Maybe some Star Citizen, as I've had Star Citizen screenshots rolling in the background here. I'll probably get back into playing Elite Dangerous. You might see some trains. If you're here for, I want to see you play Run 8. No. No Run 8. Don't get me wrong, Run 8 is probably one of the best train sims on the market. I cannot play that game anymore. I can't. Long story short, I'm completely burnt out. The devs have completely burned me, and the community has burned me. I don't really want to take part in that community anymore. That said, if you are one of the people from my Run 8 server and Discord, and you're going, does that mean the server's going to be shut down forever now? No, I'm going to put the server back up. I'm working on the port forwarding. My internet is doing some things where I can't actually do port forwarding. Like, I can do it, but I need to contact support to have them change a setting on their end so I can do port forwarding. It's basically, I don't have a real IP address. There's my IP address that I can see, and then there's the IP address that the internet sees, and I can port forward to my IP address, but I can't port forward to this one. And so what ends up happening is when you try and connect, you're connecting to this one and not this one, and you don't ever connect. And I gotta contact the ISP and have them change that. If they can. If they can't, then I'll have to figure something else out. Anywho. The running server will come back when I get the port forwarding sorted out. It's just taking a little bit longer than I originally thought. I didn't think I was going to have to call up the ISP and have them change and give me a real IP address. But I'm that's a whole nother video, but long story short, comments that some of the developers have made and comments and the way the community comments made by the community and the way the community surrounding it behaves have turned me off from that game. And most train simulators in general, I just like, whatever. Like, I'll play trains periodically, but yeah, so yeah, that was me talking about moving into a new apartment and possibly starting a new video series and getting back into live streaming and touching on why I don't play Run 8 anymore. I will definitely put that on the list of videos to make. If you like this video, do that thing where you like and subscribe. And if you want to hear me talk about something, it could be anything. Like any stories you've ever heard me talk about on stream, you maybe want me to elaborate a little more on. If there's a topic that maybe you're curious about my opinions on, because that's the series is going to be me telling stories of my life and telling my opinions on things. It could be my opinions on Del Taco versus Taco Bell. I don't know, whatever. There's something you want me to talk about, throw it in the comments, and I will maybe talk about it. I might even, like, if I do this long enough and well enough, I might even do, like, Give me a question. Give me a question of the week. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys all in the next one.